Hi, my name is Gary O'Rourke, and I'm going to talk to you about my experience of the STEM teacher internship program in 2023. So, I am a maths and biology teacher. I qualified from UCD after studying a BSc and MSc in mathematics and science education, and I spent my summer working with SSC Renewables. So, SSC Renewables is a company that focuses on the operation and generation of renewable energy production. So they're really concerned with renewable energy and the reduction in fossil fuels. So I had two main roles during the summer within the company. The first of these was to work with the offshore development team, specifically working with offshore wind farms. I did do some work with onshore ones as well. So my major role was to create stakeholder matrices of key stakeholders in the various offshore projects. So I had to go and get the contact details of key stakeholders in each of the locations that the projects may be going into, so that the company could then use these to hold consultations and discussions. I also engaged with team members in the organization and streamlining of files and documents. One really cool thing I got to do was partake in the project naming of one of the projects, and then I also had to attend weekly team meetings and give updates. The other major task then I had was the STEM education program. So I got to work as part of the STEM education team. So my role with it during the summer was to create a bank of SSE secondary school resources to be presented to students as part of the STEM programs within the company. I then had to share these resources with UK team members, which included a large presentation at the end of the summer, and then also had to liaise with schools where these presentations may be used. During the summer, I also got to partake and see a number of cool events and other things. So one such example of this was the company corporate events. So I got to attend the launch of the SSE Electricity Women's Premier League, which was attended by Stephanie Zambra, an Irish international player. Another cool thing about this was that it was actually held in the SSE office, so I didn't have that far to go. I got to see and visit equipment which will be used for the development of offshore wind farms. So I got to visit this FLIDAR system in Dunleary Harbour while I was docked there for a couple of weeks. So it looks at various wind measurements. Really cool piece of equipment, really cool to see how it actually works. And then another cool thing I got to do was to go on a number of site visits, such as this one where I got to visit Wicklow Head. While I was down there, I conducted a survey with locals and visitors in the area to get their opinion and their thoughts on offshore wind and the area as a whole. I also got to see the Arklow Bank wind farm, which is currently Ireland's only offshore wind farm, and also got to see the site for the Arklow Bank Phase 2 project. So some of my key takeaways from the summer. I got a greater understanding for renewable energy and its importance in our world, and how the industry is working towards a more sustainable future, which would be really useful for me teaching renewable energy in both my science and biology classes. I got to develop a number of important skills which can transfer into the classroom, such as working as part of a team, my presentation skills, and my collaboration skills. And finally, I got to meet with some extremely hardworking and inspiring people, and I got to develop really useful contacts and relationships, which hopefully I'll be able to use in the future. Thank you very much for listening.